Well, good morning, Gympie.Church Online. Great to be with you again. Well, it's Friday morning, and today would have been People's Day for the Gympie show. And you might see in the background the showgrounds, or at least a part of it. And of course, under normal circumstances, then number one, this wouldn't be able to be done, because there would have been people and stuff everywhere, and two, you may well have been here. But of course, we can't be here. The show is not happening this year, we all know that, and for some it's probably a significant disappointment. For others, maybe you're pleased it's not on. I don't know. I mean, personally, I'm disappointed. I like the Gympie show, and you know, there's, okay, I admit, not so much the rides anymore, but I love the animals, particularly the dogs, the wood chopping. I just think those guys are sensational. The night show, the ring events, precision cars, you know, there's so much about the show that is exciting, and it's not here. It can't be happening this year. And I've been reflecting on that a little bit, and you know, it's like I was somewhat surprised, to be honest, to find out that the council has allowed, if that's the right word, today to be still a public holiday, even though the show's not here. So it's like the ritual of the day is still with us, but the reason for the day can't be with us. It's interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, sometimes I think that's a bit like life. We live in ritual sometimes, many of us, I think. I know I do at times. Most of our life is kind of ritualistic. We do the same things in the same way. We go talk to the same people. We go to the same places. We sit in the same place in church. Oops, sorry. We do all that sort of ritualistic things. And I wonder sometimes whether we do the ritual and forget, or at least downplay, the reason. What is the reason for your life, for my life, for our life? Rick Warren, in his book 40 Days of Purpose, most of you will be familiar with that, I'm sure, says that the reason, the purpose for our life is to worship God. And you know, I think there's some truth in that. To worship God. To worship God means to spend time with Him, to be in His presence, to read His Word, to talk to Him, to share with Him, to allow Him to share with us. That's all part of our worship. It's more than our singing, although that's a vital part of it and shouldn't be underestimated, but it's much more than just that. And you know, Rick Warren probably nails it. But Paul, as he writes to the letters, writes his letters to his people, says it even probably more passionately. Let me read to you what he says to the church at Colossae. This is from Colossians chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, so that, let me start at verse 9. For this reason also, interesting word, reason, that's what we're talking about. For this reason also, since the day we heard of it, we have not ceased to pray for you and to ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of His will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so that you may walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, to please Him in all respects, bearing fruit in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God. I think that says it all. To walk in a manner worthy of the Lord. You see, that's the reason for our life. If we are followers of Jesus, that's why we exist, if you like. To live a life worthy of the calling that he has placed on your life. That's the reason, that's the purpose. And all the stuff that we do is ideally to fulfill that reason, that purpose. So today, the reason for this holiday is not here. We share in the ritual, I guess, in whichever way you choose to do that. But my prayer for us, for each of us, as we continue to navigate what hopefully will be the last few months of this crisis that we've been enduring, my hope and prayer for each one of us is that we might live the reason for our being, that we might endure, if we have to, some of the rituals, but much, much more than that, that we would understand the reason why we are here, to glorify God, to worship him, to live our life worthy of his calling. So there it is. There's no show behind me. There's no people here. It's an empty track and the place is deserted. It's not what we're used to on the show holiday. But I trust that despite that, we may continue to live the reason. Let's not dwell on the ritual. Let's live the reason. Well, God bless you. I'm off to share in this day and hopefully to live my life worthy of the calling that God has placed on me. And I pray you might do the same. God bless you.